Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Yavin-based stream. My name is Endless, and I am here with you live from the Las Vegas Open 2022. And welcome everybody. Thank you for helping me sort through the connectivity issues this morning. But we are here, and we're going to have some. Unfortunately, our first game is going to be a Republic team kill. It's a Wookiee on Wookiee violence, both Republic Wookiee lists. I'm going to read them out to you here on the stream. Unfortunately, I don't have hyperlinks to these lists, so I'm not able to program the bot appropriately to give you all the printout, I guess, when you type !blue list or !red list into the stream. So we're not going to have those today, I don't think. But we do have an amazing setup here, and I'm really stoked to show you all the ropes here, what we can do with this amazing camera setup we've got. But yeah, we got our Star Tours map going here. Let me just turn something off in the background real quick. All right, there we go. But yeah, it's so nice to see everybody joining us tonight, or today, excuse me, not tonight. But we've got quite a variety of units here on the table. We've got Anakin Skywalker. We've got Padme Amidala. We've got some Wookiee warriors for both players. We've got two melee Wookiees for our Padme Anakin player, James Pinson. And we've got two Kashyyyk defenders here for our Yoda player, as well as one unit of Wookiee warriors with a battle shield as well. So you've got our Yoda player setting up on the south side of the table, and our Anakin player setting up on the north side of the table. Yeah, this map is pretty sick. But I want to take a look at some of our other camera views. Let's take a peek at. Can you ready two for me? All right, let's take a look. So through the power of our cameras, we're able to take some pretty low shots here of the tables, and you can see the beautiful miniatures that our players have brought out here. There are so many great miniatures that are present today. So we'll be using some of these low shots to kind of show you where the action is and demonstrate what the players are actually doing, where they're actually moving their minis. We have a lot of ability to do that today. So right now we've got John, who is, James, who is setting up his Wookiees behind that Star Tours van. It would be super helpful if if one of you would do that. Yes, Griffey 2020, that would be amazing. And then can you give me 4? So it looks like we've got a payload match. Should be interesting. Both decks really actually favor payload. The X factor here are going to be the bark speeders that are being run by James Pinson. He's got 2 RPS bark speeders rounding out his Anakin Padme list. Actually, kind of a big fan of the addition of these bark speeders. Yeah, let me just take a second and type up this list in the chat. Let me try it. Here's what I can do. I can actually like physically type it into a text file and like send it. So pardon the silence here while we get this done. Yeah. Yep, go ahead. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, everybody, I'm just trying to get these lists into the bot so you all can stop asking. Yeah, we're live. So who's red and who's blue?
I'm red.
You're red, okay. Cool. And then...
Okay, and Yoda has activated.
Is it payload?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Payload.
Clear conditions,
Roll out. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now exclamation point blue list works. Now I'm going to put the red list in. Yeah, no problem, guys. Sorry about the buffering. I think it's the hotel internet. I'm almost certain of it. There we go. Okay, so that's working now. All right. So you guys are in for a treat because this game is going to be pretty hot. We got Anakin. Oh, that's a good question. Which terrain pieces are the goal? Let me go ahead and look at that. I forgot to ask where the payloads are headed.
Where the markers are here.
Or where the big markers are.
There.
There's there. Okay, cool. Awesome. To the Vegas sign. Okay. All right, boys. So, boys and girls, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the overlay working. Can you give me 2 again? So if you guys look close, there are green markers on the battlefield, and those are where the payloads are heading. So you can see a green marker on top of that fuel tank in the foreground there. And you can get you can see there's another marker by the Vegas sign right there. So players are just progressing through turn 1 here. There's not a whole lot of shooting to be done so far. You're good. Yeah.
You're gonna need some room footage?
If you want, yeah.
Okay. Do you need me to be here sitting?
No. I believe there are, how many tables do we have, Brandon? Do you know off the top of your head? 46 Legion tables? Yeah, 46.
I was thinking about it because we had two we had to put together before, but I think that was probably kind of building bundles. This is literally what I get paid to do at work all day.
The faction breakdown is pretty even. I believe Separatists are in the lead, followed by Empire, and then Rebels, and then Gar holding up the rear. But it's all fairly close. It looks like our Anakin player just had to remove a Wookiee from the table, being shot up by those Kashyyyk defenders on the other side of the board there on top of the Coca-Cola crate. Yeah, it was rollout was the deployment. That's right. You're all good. You're all good. Don't worry about it. Yes, Infinity Octobear did make it. I got the overlay up now so y'all can see what the objective condition and deployment is and who's actually playing. They're playing very fast. They're almost on turn 3 at this rate. But I'm back. Yeah, there are dice drops. They are a little bit invisible, unfortunately, because of the high angle of the dice camera. But when they roll dice, you'll be able to see them floating above the screen. At least you should be able to. $52.80 is a group of players out of Colorado, right? Yeah, that's right. It's Colorado. It's out of Denver. That's why it's called $52.80, because it's the Mile High City. Yeah.
I'm within reach on my phone.
Okay. So John there spending a standby from his Overwatch Wookiees and shooting a bark for 1 wound with Pierce. Spending a standby, I believe, from Padme. The RPS bark shooting back. Shooting back for 4, I believe, into the Wookiees. John rolling 1 block there. Lunta asks, what are the average rounds completed at events like this? I think it's like 5, maybe 4.5. So a single Wookiee has died, but these barks are looking a little bit injured. You've got 1 bark back there with 3 wounds and another bark with a single wound. John's list is basically an Overwatch standby list. So again, the objective, payload, both players trying to escort their payload to the green markers. You can see one there on the Vegas sign in the middle of the screen. And you can see another green marker on the left side of the screen on top of the red canister. Deployment was roll out, and the condition, of course, is clear conditions. You've got James Pinson piloting an Anakin Padme. And you've got John Archiquette of the Legion Outriders podcast piloting a Yoda ranged Wookiees Overwatch style list. And the carts are still in the deployment zones. And we're cleaning up now from the first round. The carts are about to make their first moves across the board here. Yeah, it's still turn 1, and they're cleaning up now from turn 1, it appears. we are going to give away a few things on the stream. I'll tell you what, let's do this at 10 o'clock in about 15 minutes. We'll give away something. I've got several gift bags, and they all range from deployment markers to token sleeves to silhouettes. A 3D printed Grogu is on offer to give away. I don't know how large it is. I'm pretty sure it's like one of those objective tokens. Thank you, Lord Dorn. I appreciate it. But we'll give something away at 10 o'clock. My paper here says that I have deployment markers to give away, but I don't have any indication where they're from or who created them. All right, so John dropping his command card there, playing There Is No Try, and James playing You Underestimate My Power. Putting luminous beings back into his hand. So James placing his orders out a little bit early there. They have to roll for priority. And John losing the priority roll there. So feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, John's first card was Luminous Beings. Oh, you're right. That bark should have a resilience token. I don't know what it ended up with. Looks like vigilance was forgotten for John. I think they're going to try to figure it out. And I believe John's Yoda is hiding out in the middle there. Let me look at my alternate view here.
I know the Amazon room is the under 40K.
Let me cut to a different camera. Yeah, so I think Yoda's right there near that launch bay. He's handing out all the good to the Wookiees. All those tokens. I believe you can see the Padme of John as well, hiding behind the red Coke bottle. I couldn't find the word there for a second. I don't know. He may lose the barks this round. It's possible. So I got a bark shooting, a couple crits there, does a couple wounds to some Wookiees. Some wounds to the set of ranged Wookiees on top of the launch bay there. Ranged Wookiee shooting back, looks like 2 getting through there. And the bark double blanking. And taking a resilience check for a disabled token. Looks like they put the normal damage tokens on each bark. I think they're going to just remember which is which. I did, yeah. I'm going to give away something on stream here in about 10 to 15 minutes. More like 10 minutes. Hey, thanks everybody for the subs and the redeems, by the way. I super appreciate the support for the stream. So James there rolling for the damage test on his bark speeder, and I believe coming up blank there, so it's only going to get 1 action after cruising forward with the compulsory move there. So compulsory's forward. We're going to give those away later, Dr. Power Slam. So RPS bark shooting again. Shooting into, I believe, a clone trooper. And doing no damage, unfortunately. It's the only unit they have in the arc. I think that's an Anakin exemplar dodge. Or no, it was an exemplar dodge to the Wookiees who are going to take another model off the board. Ouch. That hurts. So really, these Wookiees on top of the Coke bottle container just dominating the board from that position with their Overwatch. James doing everything he can to shove his payload forward towards that Vegas sign. And I believe those were Phase 1 clones shooting for James. So now some Phase 1 clones moving up for John. Going to take up a shooting position, maybe try to plink that bark. They're saying he would have heavy cover there since he's inside of some area terrain and the bark has natural cover 1. Here goes the Phase 1 clones. Looks like just one. The bark will block it. So no dead bark just yet. Red save coming through. That was an indomitable roll from the Wookiees. They just rolled off 3 suppression there. There's only two Wookiees left in that entire squad. And they're trying to do something against these Overwatch ranged Wookiees, but they are not having a lot of options here. Not very many options here for these melee Wookiees. But thankfully, I don't believe there are any standbys up right now. So I think this is the chance for James to do something and try to get in there. He has double moved his Noble Fighters Wookiees into that piece of area terrain to try to give them some shelter from the storm here. Trying to get his stuff into melee, where he will have to face the wrath of Yoda and a Battle Shield Wookiees from John Archiquette. I am commentating all 3 days, that's correct. I'm going to be doing the best I can, given the resources I have. And I have plenty of resources. All right, here's a ranged Wookiee shot. Ouch. That's a scoped ranged Wookiee shot for 5. That is pain on whatever just getting hit by that, because that's 5 in Pierce 1. And the bark rolls out, all paint, but it's not the right kind of paint. They're looking for surges from Exemplar. So he can spend 2 surges off of Anakin and cause only 1 wound to the bark. There you go. So that's the power of James's list in action, is that those barks are actually quite resilient when they have access to Anakin's surge tokens. So that was a 5-hit Wookiee shot, and that bark only took a single wound because of the full paint and the 2 surges available from Anakin Skywalker. I think shooty Wookiees with Overwatch are really, really sharp here. And here comes an aimed shot from the phase ones. And they're going to cause, oh no, the bowcaster. So that bowcaster got removed there. Yeah, those poor Wookiees there, I don't think they're ever going to make it into melee. It's really tough for them against this storm of shooting from the... I mean, they're probably... It's a really good matchup. Like, the ranged Wookiees have a really good matchup against the melee Wookiees, especially if the melee Wookiees don't ever shoot. Because the ranged Wookiees have sharpshooter, and basically, like, anytime your melee Wookiees are getting shot, it's just a bad feeling. It's just really bad for you. And this table, it's not the most open table you've ever seen, but it's definitely got some lanes that you can work within. Now, it appears that James moved with his melee Wookiees, took a shot onto the Overwatch Wookiees up top. Didn't do any damage, unfortunately. And I will be right back. Just one moment. All right, I'm back. We got James moving his phase ones up, trying to get that payload moving as fast as possible. I think he knows he's not going to win on kill points. His Wookiees are very badly damaged. His Barks are very badly damaged. But we're going to get this giveaway started pretty soon. What's happening is we got a lot of great prizes to give away, and we are waiting for LJ to write down exactly where it comes from so that I can tell you where it comes from before we give it away. I just want to make sure that everybody knows who's providing giveaways, what they are, and what the prize actually is, so you know where it comes from and who supplied it, and then we'll give it away. Got more Wookiee shooting coming out. I believe that is a standby Overwatch shot. Yeah, I'm sorry, Coco. I didn't get it set up in time to actually to make it work. So those ranged Wookiees re-rolling with an aim from Padme. And I believe that is going to be that last Wookiee model removed from the board. A bark also disappeared while I was AFK. No, the red Wookiees are Kashyyyk defenders. The blue Wookiees are noble fighters. Thank you very much. All right. Let's give away some cool prizes. Okay. Now I'm going to just take a second, get my giveaway bot rolling. So I just need a few moments to set that up. So I will be right back once more, and we'll be back with a little bit of a giveaway. All right, I've let you guys loose. So here's what's going to happen. We're giving away a set of deployment markers from 6UP Supply right now. And so if y'all want to get in on that, you can type hashtag giveaway into the chat, and we'll be taking entries for the next 4 minutes. We'll take entries, and then we'll draw at 10:10. We'll draw one lucky winner. And best of luck to y'all. It's Vegas, so may Lady Luck be with you. And we're in round 3, I believe, now. And Luminous Beings got played again. Roughly the same time, Krugar tomorrow.
I don't know if I'm allowed to bring this in.
All right, I got 33 of you in for the giveaway. So 2 more minutes, we'll draw. Must be present to win. Must be present to win. And I believe that was an Anakin saber throw we just saw. Nope, just type hashtag giveaway. You got to be able to message me on Discord or message me through Whispers on Twitch to get your stuff and just say what it is. One more minute. So Yoda doing his thing there, sharing tokens to those Wookiees. Wookiees rolling surges and not taking any damage. All right, that's gonna be it. We're gonna draw now. One lucky winner. Thanks everybody for the hype train coming in. We got some more ranged Wookiee shooting going on. Some more targeting scope Overwatch stuff happening. Congratulations, White Shadow, on the giveaway win. You just won a set of 6 deployment markers from 6 Up Supply. Yeah, it might be a little bit quiet when I mute. Sometimes I mute to go check things out.
I feel like Archiquette was
Yeah, sure. If you're gonna take some
Videos or photos?
photos, lots,
Just anywhere?
anything in the hall. Yeah,
Pool tables, things like that?
yeah.
Okay.
Any photos you want.
I was taking mainly video, but I'll go get a bunch of shots and I'll put them.
All right, so we're back with some more Wookiee shooting. And looks like those shots are being taken on Anakin, I believe. Yeah, sorry about the delays, everybody. It's really irking me too. I'm currently using a ceremonic lavalier is what I'm using for a microphone. So if you're with me live, you can see the Battle Shield Wookiees moving now for John Archiquette. They are scaling up and moving to engage a well, not engaging anything yet. It looks like they're just moving onto the top of this this fuel tank. Sorry for the dead air, everybody. It's a little bit confusing what's happening right now on the field, and I'm trying to figure it out. Plus, with all the chat delays, it's I might have to just ignore chat and just cast what I see, and hopefully that'll just keep up. So that looks like a phase 1 shooting the battle shield Wookiees on top. As for the giveaway winner, congrats to White Shadow 713 for winning a set of deployment markers from 6 Up Supply. Congratulations. Whisper me on Twitch. Looks like we got battle Wookiees now taking a standby and scaling down. Contesting the payload there. Looks like we may have an overlapping standby situation where you've got, it looks like we don't have that actually, never mind. Just looks like a charge here. So this is a Battle Shield Wookiee charge in the offensive mode. Wow, and it's like a full boat too. So that's gonna be, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I think that might be a dead Padme for James Pinson here. Absolutely brutal, but those Wookiees just removed that Padme. Oh no, 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 never mind. They didn't attack Padme, they attacked the Wookiees. I thought it was Padme, it was actually the Wookiees instead. I miscalled that, but... Now, I'm confused because there is a standby here that's not being used. There's a Padme standby that isn't being used currently. Looks like we got some Wookiees countercharging here. I think using the standby to countercharge. Or no, that's Anakin actually going in. So Anakin's going in now. Looks like 4 Pierce 3 if that's Anakin.
That's so cool.
Removes one of John's Wookiees, injuring another. The clones of John now moving up to contest James' payload. And that pile of dodges that you see in the southern part of the screen, that's definitely Yoda. Since this is still a luminous being's turn. So who's winning currently? If I had to guess, I would say that John is ahead. Red player is ahead right now, and the turn, I believe, is turn 3. Objective payload. The carts are now crossing. Checking range 1 off the cart now, just to make sure those guys are actually pushing. And John aggressively moving his phase 1s up behind these battle shield Wookiees. Basically moving to freeze out the payload. Just pouncing with everything is John right now. I'm going to give you guys a quick view of the hall real quick. Take a look at the hall. So y'all can see our little setup here. There's James in the blue and John in the white there. You can see our little stream table behind. You can see me wave to the chat. What's up, everybody? But yeah, this is the hall currently at LVO, and this is our stream table. John moving more phase 1s. And I believe they're cleaning up from turn 3 and heading into turn 4. And the blue cart is still moving. And the red cart is frozen still. So we've got size matters not for Yoda, and we've got aggressive negotiations for Padme. Padme choosing to just add dodges here. And Anakin adding some surges. Just James dodging up in the face of these battle shield Wookiees. And I believe we got some phase 1's aim punching here into, I think that's Anakin. And Anakin rolling quite poorly. Unless it's phase 1's on phase 1's, which I'm having a hard time seeing because it's underneath the Coke can. And John indicating that it's turn 4 to his opponent. Should be about an hour left in the round. It appears that Padme took a quick thinking standby, trying to give Anakin a double tap maybe. So the Wookiees are planning on attacking first here in order to navigate this standby situation. So that's a bucket full of dice being rolled by John for his Battle Shield Wookiees. Doing 5 into their target. Not sure who he targeted there. I think he targeted Padme. No, he targeted Anakin because I hear them talking about Gemso. So Gemso automatically kills a Wookiee. A pile of dodges getting spent here for Anakin. I think Anakin's going to have to roll 2 here. No, he's rolling 3, but he gets a full block. Very nice for Anakin. So Anakin rolling a full block there, taking 0 damage from the Battle Shield Wookiees, and now a standby getting triggered, almost certainly for James. And Anakin swinging back with a standby. A pretty good save there, but it's going to avail him nothing because of Pierce 3. There are going to be 3 rounds of play today, so this is the first game of 3 that we're going to be casting. Now it's Anakin's turn. Anakin's going to go charging. I think he's going to charge either the remainder of the Wookiees, or he's going to charge a phase 1 here. Move just for a second. All right. So I'm back now. We got Anakin swinging. Looks like into some clone troopers there, but Anakin is just going to delete those guys.
I wish I had dropped my gimbal. I would have like driven through that thing.
So Anakin doing a lot of work here, just clearing it out. Clearing off Battle Shield Wookiees, clearing off some Phase 1s, protecting that blue cart, keeping it rolling forward. But Yoda played his size matters not, so we're gonna see what Yoda has in store and what Yoda can do for John here this turn. And plus, let's not forget, John still has 2 units of shooty Wookiees alive and well. And they're like fully kitted out, so it's not like things are over in this turn 4. It's definitely like a very much alive game right now. This is turn 4. And it looks like speaking of those shooting Wookiees, they're gonna get into the action here and push that cart. So some more shooting Wookiee action coming in and firing, I believe, at some Phase 1s. Thank you. So I believe those Wookiees were shooting at Padme. We got a little bit less than an hour left in the round currently on this payload rollout, clear conditions deployment. It looks like both players are relatively far away from the payload, but I gotta say that blue is much closer, I think, to the payload than red just in terms of overall movement. I think blue payload is actually in scoring range. So I think James has a shot here, definitely, despite taking him some heavy losses early. He's definitely got a shot here. And here comes Yoda with size matters not, speed 3. He's measuring for Yoda's movement really quickly. Yoda's waiting his moment though. Yeah, right now it's a global round clock. No chess clocks are involved. It's just a round clock and time in the round. All right, here comes Yoda jumping in. Yoda with a jump and a force push. And Yoda's going to dive, I believe, into the remains of the Wookiees there. So that is Yoda attacking. I can't tell who he's attacking right now. It is John from Legion Outriders, yes.
Perfect. Yep, we are 96. And the next one said, I think he said
They're measuring to see whether that phase 1 is going to make it to the payload or not. It looks like there is going to be an attack here from James phase 1. And I think it's against the ranged Wookiees of John that are in the light cover there, in the terrain, the area terrain where the that sort of silvery looking square is I believe being played as light area terrain. I believe that was a deflection there. I am casting by myself today, King Xerxes, although we are going to hopefully get some guests coming through in later streams. Wow, big save from phase 1's right there. Honestly, we got phase 1's aim shooting each other over this payload. It's pretty hilarious. Do I have any say in what plays in the stream table? I don't, but odds are we are going to get a Empire player soon. I hope. And I believe last but not least for John, his Padme is moving up to put himself in a place where he can continue to share those lovely exemplar tokens. And also contest the blue payload to keep it from advancing towards that Las Vegas sign. Just everything is coming in now for John to push that red payload forward. And I'm not 100% certain, but I believe that James still has a melee Wookiee available to him. I think he still has one. Speaking of roof Wookiees, we got some more roof Wookiees coming up here for John Archiquette. He's moved his ranged Wookiees on top of the middle pile there, and we've got diplomatic cover coming out. This is round 5 now. Diplomatic cover for Padme against again, there is no try to rotate Luminous back into John's hand. But Yoda has dived, he's in there. As you can see, he's really in the middle there. Which buildings are the targets? The targets are the Las Vegas sign, which is that yellow sign in the middle of the screen there. Sort of the middle off to the right side. And then the red canister on the left side of the screen is the other payload target, the red tank in the upper left side. So Yoda gets a dodge. The Relentless Wookiees also get a dodge. He's going to guidance. Yoda's going to go. He's going to guidance those Wookiees, pushing them forward. They're going to relentless shoot off that middle tank there, down into the phase 1s, I believe, with their piercing bowcaster. There it is for 3, I believe. And the phase 1s are going to survive, but I believe it's just the leader. Oh no, they spend the surge from Padme. So they're only going to take a single wound from that bowcaster. Very nice for James Pinson, who's our blue player in this game. And now Yoda is going to be attacking. I believe that's 4 hits. We got some dodges going out. Just going to pierce 2 onto Padme, who is now on 4 wounds, I believe. Yeah, so if you see anybody in a yellow shirt on on camera here, it's going to be a judge. So that person wearing the kilt is Brendan France. Another Anakin roll coming out swinging for 5 here from Annie. And I believe that's Annie into Yoda taking 1. Is Yoda, so Yoda on 4 health remaining. Will Anakin be able to succeed here against the might of Yoda? And John here pushing some more phase 1s up. And those phase 1s are continuing to block for James Pinson. You can see John pushing some of these phase 1s up. Taking a standby with his phase 1s, I believe. Maybe getting in position to tackle a unit that moves. And James draws Padme. What's he going to do with his injured Padme here? I don't think he can get out of melee with Yoda. I think she might want to quick thinking and take a... she might take a standby of her own. She's going to quick thinking and standby. Wow, so we got competing standbys now for James and John here on table 1. I believe that's a phase 1 leader moving for John, trying to stay outside of the standby. and unfortunately not anywhere near the payload. Yeah, the blue card is like one move from scoring 2 points, I think. A very nice double block for Padme there. But unfortunately that removes a standby token. And going with Anakin here. And Anakin gonna do another wound to Yoda, so Yoda's on 3 life remaining. Now I'm not sure if that was Anakin's activation or if that was an extra attack from the Padme standby. But we're gonna find out in a second here. I don't see a face up for Anakin, so I think that was an extra. I think that was Anakin's activation, was just going and hitting Yoda. And this is going to be the turn 5 payload move. Or no, this is going to be Padme moving in to try to push that red cart. So Padme aggressively moving forward, trying to push that red cart towards that canister, that red canister. A real scrum developing. Can you give me 4? Thank you. So you can see there in the middle this massive scrum developing there. That was a ranged Wookiee melee attack into Padme, I believe. Now they should still have Relentless from the... or no, I think that was the last Wookiee from James. I think that was his last Wookiee unit there. But whatever the case, I believe it cleared a unit leader. And that's the more important factor. It doesn't matter what, because the unit leaders themselves are really important at this stage of the game. I think that Padme died there. I'm gonna go check out the board state just a moment here, just to make sure I'm actually caught up and so that I'm reporting the correct stuff to y'all once the round ends. Both players are thinking through a very tough situation. This is like one of the most critical points in the game. So I can't really go asking them exactly what the board state is to disrupt their concentration. And Anakin is gone, I think, because he just handed the flaw card back. Now the red payload moves, but I think the blue payload is frozen out. So this is suddenly looking really good for John. I think he's now in range 1, and the blue payload is frozen. I think James is running out of material with which to push the cart. I think that's really what's going on here. And this is the final round. It's Luminous for Yoda. And Luminous will probably just carry John through the ending here, if I had to guess. Wow, so many activations left for John here. We can see clearly from the Luminous tokens that he's got 9 activations left. Or sorry, 8, not 9. 8. He still has all 8 of his activations alive at this stage of the game. And James, I believe, is down, I think 4 or 5 even, he's down. So it's not clear exactly what he's going to do. I think John is going to get a little stuck here. And, or not John, James is going to get a little stuck here and not be able to carry the game forward. I don't know if you could hear LJ in the background there, but that was the 30-minute announcement for the round ending. But this game is going to wrap up on 6. And I believe that Yoda is going to take it down. So Yoda setting up the double standby play. Their players are discussing a complicated engagement situation here. Now the action goes back to James, who is in the face of multiple standbys from John.